Hey guys, it's Kendall. I'm back with another book video. Today I wanted to tell you my TBR for the rest of the year. I say this and I'm making myself set a list because I just can't pick books anymore. I mean, there's books on my shelf that I really want to read that I tell myself I have to read this book. I look at it, I'm like, this is a highly anticipated read, and then I don't read it. And I have to ask my friends or my mom or just someone to pick out a book for me to read. I just can't pick a book by myself. I'm setting a list for me to follow, so I'm responsible for myself. Okay, I have 11 books that I want to read by the end of 2023. I'm currently on my 20th read. I am almost done, and my goal was to read 30 books. So I mean, it's only halfway through the year. I'm already more than halfway done with my goal. So I think I'm going to be able to do it. I should be able to read all these books. But let me show them to you and tell you why I want to read them. First on the list is Dance of Thieves. I remember when this book was super popular. I think that's why I bought it. It just seems so cool. I just love I love the cover, but I love the plot. It's like fighting, and there's a little hint of romance, I believe. So I think this is going to be really good. I also need to read this because my mom picked it out for me, and I'm going to be doing a video where my mom picked out my books, and just happens to be one of them. So just a little extra incentive. The next book that I really want to read for no real reason is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. Let me give you a backstory because this book does have a backstory. Whenever I was at my community college, I was just going to get coffee, and they have a Barnes & Noble in the student center, which, oh my gosh, who does that to college kids? You're trying to make me broke. And I saw this during Halloween. They had this on front display, front and center, and I was like, wow, that looks so cool. So I read the back. Seems so interesting. It's this girl, she's 17. I'm 17. No, that's not even the main reason. Her grandmother, I think, dies? Yes. Her mom gets taken by some figure. So how cool is that? Something about she has to save her mom. Seems super interesting. And then just to urge me on more, I found the sequel to this book. I'm blanking on the name right now, but I found the sequel to this book for $2 at this little resale shop. And so I bought that, perfect condition, and then I bought this. So I think I am planning on reading this as soon as October starts. So October can't come soon enough. Next is There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. You want me to be honest? I judged the book by its cover, and that's why I bought it. I saw the cover, and then I read the back. I think I read the back once I got the book. Super weird start to the description, but it says he's the hottest sculptor in San Francisco. So, we have a sculptor, super hot. It's something about this guy, he's rich, and then this girl who is a nobody, and she almost dies, and that intrigues him. So he stalks her. So, I can't explain why I want to read that one. I just think it's pretty cool looking on the front. That's about it. Next, I saw this book everywhere. Haley Phams recommended it several times, but the way that it came to me is messed up. Don't think it's supposed to come this way. I got Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and look, it's green. I really don't understand what happened because the side is normal, the back is printed in white text, but the front is green wording. And believe me, it's not glow in the dark. I have checked. So, aside from that, I have a cool version, I guess. Admittedly, I wanted the cool cover, either the Barnes & Noble exclusive or the one that people keep getting with the knight on the front, I believe it is. I wanted that one too because it's so pretty, but looks like I got this. So I hope it's good so that I have an excuse to buy the other covers. I forgot this is about a girl. She's in love with someone. He's about to get married, so she makes a deal with a guy, the Prince of Hearts. I just wanted to read it for the cover, but I also really do like the plot. Next, gosh, this girl has to stop making these beautiful covers because I will keep buying it. The Brutal Prince, Brutal Prince, take off the, by Sophie Lark. again, she got me with the cover. I love strawberries, and so that is why I got it. But this one actually sounds really, really cool. The Griffins and the Gallows, they're two feuding families. The youngest girl, I think, goes to the other family's party, not supposed to be there, to keep from like an all-out war happening. The dads plan an arranged marriage between one of the sons and this daughter, and obviously they hate each other, so they don't want to be married. But I don't know, I love like the not like forced marriage tropes, but enemies to lovers. Can you guess why I bought this one? If you guessed cover, you are so smart. 100%. Look at this cover. It's beautiful. This is A Winter's Promise by Crystal DeBose. Sorry if I butchered that. The girl, and she can travel through mirrors. Like, how cool is that? I think she has other powers. She has two. She can see into an object past, and she can pass through mirrors. So, I don't know about y'all, but that's a pretty cool power. So, yeah, I want to read this one. Next, because it's summer and I've heard such good things about this book, is The Summer of Broken Rules. It's a summer book. It's a summer romance book. Enemies to lovers. Yes. A girl goes, I think it's a wedding, and they decide to play like a game, or is it a vacation? Going on vacation, this girl, Meredith, there's like this family game, and she gets paired up with one of the groomsmen. I was correct on both counts. There's a wedding and a vacation. Family game of assassin. Final, I'm gonna give you the plot right now, because I actually know it now. Meredith goes on her family vacation where there's also a wedding. She is dumped, and so she needs someone to play the game assassin with, so she pairs up with one of the groomsmen. They're very competitive. Bam. Enemies to lovers. Gosh. Y'all, that took a while for me to figure out, didn't it? Next is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, which if you watched my previous video, I mentioned it, that I wanted to read it because I read Better Than the Movies just a bit ago, and I love that book. I love that book. Oh, speak of the devil. But I really want to read this book. I love the concept of getting to do the day over. I love the cover as well. Super cute. So I'm really excited to read this one because I love her writing. Next, 1000% for the cover. Because if you ask me to tell you what this book is based off of, simply by knowing, you're out of luck. Graceling by Kristen Kazor. So this is a story about a girl named Katsa. She possesses a power to kill anyone with her hand. Sounds like Shatter Me to me, but she's going to meet someone who's going to kind of help her out of her predicament where I think her uncle is using her to threaten people with violence if they don't listen to him. A little bit of romance maybe, but also fantasy and action. So I love fantasy, 100%. And the cover is just beautiful. The other covers, here's some of them on the back. They're just so pretty. And I want them on my bookshelf. These last two books are the books that I want to read the most. Starting off with, I don't know. Oh, did y'all just get a flashing of it? You probably guessed it then because the color. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. She is a huge author. She has other series, but this is the one that really caught my eye. Everyone's saying, I wasn't going to go for the hype. I really wasn't. I told myself I'm not going to get that book just because everyone else says that it's super good. I was like, it's probably not that good. But everyone was saying that I read it in a day. All my booktubers that I'm watching, they gave into the hype. They were like, I just want to see what it's about, and they ended up loving it. So I was like, okay, I'll be like them. I'll do the same. So here we go. I'm super excited to read this. I don't want to guess the character name. There's a guy in here that everyone loves. Is it Riz? Tomlin. Someone please tell me how I'm supposed to say that. I know the main point of this is that they are fairy. Guys, why am I allowed to read books? Like, I cannot pronounce any of the words. It seems really interesting. The cover is absolutely beautiful. If I like it, I'm so excited that I get to get the other books because their covers are also so pretty. Last but not least, the moment that we've all been waiting for, or that I have, because I want to show y'all, Magnolia Parks. I have heard nothing but good things. Aside from, I heard there's some trigger warnings about, is it abuse? I don't know if it was mental, physical abuse. I think there's trauma. I'm just guessing, don't take my word for it. Heard so many good things. And this has to be the prettiest cover that I've ever seen and that I own. And the other ones, I think there's 3 other books, Daisy Hates and then something else. And I want all those as well. So I really hope that I enjoy this book. Sarah Caroli, I believe it's her favorite book. So that was also an incentive to buy it. Here is the last book, reading this next. I'll hopefully update y'all whenever I make another video. Don't know when it will be, but Magnolia Parks, everybody. Here is the color assortment that we have for my TBR, hopefully. Super excited because I have to stop buying books. My issue is I'll buy a book that I've been wanting for a really long time and then let it sit on my shelf, and then I'm used to having it, so it doesn't have that same spark, you know? But please, if you have read any of these books, please tell me in the comments and tell me if you love them or you hated them. No spoilers, I beg of you. I really want to enjoy these. I have had to avoid so many Court of Thorns, ACOTAR. I'm trying my best to avoid spoilers with all of these books. It's becoming very hard. Please tell me if you have read any of these books, if you enjoyed them, if you didn't enjoy them, what you liked and what you didn't. I would love to hear about all of that. Also, go ahead and tell me what is on your TBR, the highest book that you want to read. Obviously, mine is Magnolia Parks, but I would love to hear what yours is. I do hope that y'all enjoyed this video and that you enjoy more of my book videos. I'm hoping to do that more time, but I will try and get some vlogs in there from time to time. But I really do hope that y'all enjoyed this. Go ahead and give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.